Hi, I'm Alex Archbold. I've been buying and selling antiques since I was a kid. Over the years, generations of our family have gotten involved in the business, and I'll search just about anywhere I can to find hidden treasures both big and small. I never know what I'll turn up next. It's about exploring new places, seeing new sights, and having fun. And even though sometimes I get over my head, we try and make things a little better along the way. This is Curiosity Inc.
Currently being worked.
What is search and rescue looking like on the scene?
So right now, each of our different teams, from electric to streets to our police and fire, our water crew, we've got water leaks, we've got gas leaks, so each of those crews are now being mobilized in the city. Well over 100 calls, so with the Bentonville team.
Hey everybody, and welcome to today's episode. Well, the last few days, and for the last little while, you've seen episodes of me in Arkansas and in Bentonville and enjoying the scenery around here. Well, last night, disaster struck. Actually, I should say it was early this morning. Yesterday, I was in Bentonville and I went to Andy's Frozen Custard and kind of did some sightseeing out there. And when I woke up this morning, I found out that a fairly substantial tornado had gone through. And as I'm moving my way through Arkansas again today, I'm going to be avoiding destruction and down power lines. Now, where I am in Fayetteville was unaffected, thankfully. So it all looks good, all looks pretty normal here. But I am going to Eureka Springs today, and I'm going to have to try and pick another way to get there, because I was going to stop in Bentonville and go that way, but they have a lot of disaster cleanup going on, and it's best the Red Cross is there, so I'm going to keep away from there. But we're going to keep on trucking today. We're going to make our way to Eureka Springs and go and visit the town. So let's head off. Let's go on an adventure and see what today brings. Let's go. Oh my gosh. And as I take the road headed to Eureka Springs, I can see fallen trees and debris kind of all over the place. And the county doesn't have their workers out clearing it, so the locals, the neighbors, have been out. See the tree on the left right there? They've been out here with their chainsaws and hauling trees off on their own. So good work to the locals for getting that cleared out of the way. But so far, we've been able to get around a lot of the damage. Made it to Eureka Springs, past the debris and damage. We made it here to the town, which looks all right. There is a museum across the street, which I'm going to go to and then work my way down the street here. It's a really pretty looking town. It looks very Wild West. The buildings, most of them are marked from the 1800s when they were built. But let's go for a little walk around and see what there is to see. So Eureka Springs is a popular destination for people who are into motorcycles and bikers, and they were at the Cat House Lounge, which has got a really cool look to it. Well, the museum is closed today because I'm here on a Sunday, but that's okay. I'm actually looking at the building, which was built in the 1800s, and it was somebody's house and a general store. But if you look at how they built it, it's built right up to basically a rock face wall. Apparently some of these structures, they use the back, like the cliffside, as the back wall of the building. You can see the water sort of trickling and dripping down there. But let's walk down the sidewalk here and see what we can see. I'm gonna peek my head inside of the museum and see what I missed. No, it's like gift shop and stuff. Maybe if I'm out this way again, I'll come back. I really like when they've got these exposed sort of porches. It feels like a Wild West kind of town. But I think the heart of the town's down the road there, so let's head on down the road and see what it looks like. So of course, if you visit a town that has spring in the name, there's probably a reason for it. And this is the part of the spring where the spring water comes out right over there. They've got this nice little statue and sitting area, and then you look way up and it's all lush and green, almost jungle-like. Some of those trees are just dangling on the side of that cliff. Like that one right there looks like it could topple at any moment. But this is the Eureka Spring. And I guess, yeah, they've got the water running right out of it into some of these structures and buildings. The Aquarius Taqueria, so it's a taco place. Just a cute little building nestled amongst the rocks here. They got the old letterbox there, a little patio and a spring. So I thought it was odd to see a snowplow out, but he's out clearing trees off the road. And super busy in town today. There's lots of cars, lots of traffic. I looked in the store window and they've got taxidermied animals. Even the raccoons are packing heat around here. Biker squirrels. Okay, let's go inside. They have a few taxidermied bears in here. That one is a grizzly. I don't know, I still wouldn't want to come across any one of these things in the wild, to tell you that much. That thing is probably, I don't know, 12 feet tall. That is a machine designed to attack, that's for sure. I'd rather come across a raccoon in a basket, I think. Across the street from the Dead Raccoon store is the Carroll County Courthouse. It's not actually called the Dead Raccoon store, but that's how I'll always remember it. And we're working our way towards the center of town. Lots of little gift shops and things to do and things to see. There's a couple antique shops which I'll have to check out too. I see license plates in here and signs, and they've even got Gumby and Pokey in the gift shop right now, and it's kind of strange to see. They've got plates from all over the place, but look, there's an Alberta license plate. That's like the exact type of plate I got on my car, and I'm in the middle of Northwest Arkansas, and there's an Alberta license plate. $20. I just threw a whole bunch of those things out the other day. Goes to show you, stuff's valuable depending upon the location that you're at. Somebody's gone to some effort to make a bunch of wooden clubs, but look what it says on the side. Husband tamer. I better not take that home to Melissa. She might actually just use it next time I bring home another old car. So there's an awful lot of gift shops down the way, and I noticed one thing they all have in common. They'll have their main thing, like this one sells clothing and onesies and stuff, but then they'll also sell knives. The last place we were at, it had stuffed animals and knives. That one was a gift shop, and they had knives. Apparently knives are a big seller around here. What's the deal? As you walk along the street, there are some residences, but they're actually way up on top of the hill. You can see there's the back of a house right there, and in their yard they have statues of Mexican troubadours, big metal art statues. Down the way is the Basin Park Hotel, which is apparently one of the most photographed hotels in the world because it's, I don't know, it's super cool. But because of the way it's built on a hill, technically every floor in that hotel is a main floor. We're gonna walk down that way and have a look in the hotel. In the meantime, taking in the sights over the side. And I learned from one of the plaques that during the Civil War, they would bring a lot of soldiers here for healing. They felt that the spring waters had healing properties. And so there is a Civil War connection to this town as well. We're gonna keep on walking down the road and keep having fun. I see this little shop here called Ellen's Patisserie. And what has Ellen done? They've made this tiny little gnome entrance down here where you've got a little ladder, and they've put good luck quarters down there. So maybe that's keeping the gnomes happy. I feel like that is that an Icelandic tradition where they have little gnome doors or elf doors? I don't know. Either way, it was so different and cool, I thought I'd take a video of it. There's the Basin Park Hotel right across from us. And then you've got this really cool, the Wilson & Wilson Folk Art Company right on the corner there. I almost hit my head on all these wind chimes. Every store is a gift shop down in this area. You got candles, fortune telling, shamanic healer. Pretty much everything a person may or may not need is right on this one street. But it's such a cool looking building right there. The old brick. A ton of things to see and do while you're in town here. This is a cool little candy shop in here. They got everything from ramen noodles, but distracted by the big hunk in the corner. Right there, big hunk candy bar. They have all kinds of stuff I haven't seen before. They have it by bulk. They've got like a Korean or Japanese section. Oh gosh, my son Steven eats this stuff. That is the spiciest mouth fire you'll ever have. I don't get it. He likes this type of spice that's painful. I don't mind a little heat, but I don't like it to melt my brain out of my head. I already have a few cells missing. And every kind of soda over here you can imagine. Fanta, Dr. Pepper, Frosty. Probably a few of these I haven't, I mean almost all of these I haven't had. I'm not a big soda drinker, but I saw at another shop they had the old style Crush in a bottle that looked like a 1950s bottle that was new. And Quirky stores like this always have quirky stuff. Look at that. Captain Kirk versus the reptilian Gorn. Who will reign supreme? Like they're gonna have an advertised boxing match. That was such a funny episode filmed in California that they did. Cute. Well, this building was erected by Baron Hussey in 1915, and probably not the only erection by a Hussey in this town. Oh Lord, did I just say that out loud? I think I did. There's kind of an eclectic mix of stuff in these stores. You got this sort of Egyptian lady here holding a lamp, 1970s bronze lady, $1,400. She's riding a peacock carrying a lamp, and down there you got an alien smoking a well, a wacky tobacco cigar. Kind of a combination of antique stuff and new stuff, but you've got the Pinkerton badge. I don't know if that's real or not. Like the old Coke pen is old. That bank got a little creepy factor going on with it. And they make new Masonic kind of keychains. Civil War bullets, probably find a lot of those around this area. Some neat stuff. I was trying to figure out why this mannequin out here looked like he's just staring off into space, and then I saw his shirt. Now, at least I think it's a mannequin. Stopped in a little gift shop down the way. Look at these octopus jars. Glass artwork. A little dino cracking out of a shell. And I guess this is sort of like steampunked art in a way. It's like robot looking heads, and then they've added dials and switches and things, keychains. It's like got a ignition switch, like you could start them up. Wonder what he would do. Maybe that starts the brain. I might need one of those. Well, stopped in the local nut house here. Insert your own joke. Welcome to the nut house. And they've got all kinds of stuff. I noticed they do have some old advertising signs, so just as decoration, but I'm actually not here to try and buy their decor. I'm here to buy some pistachios. Chili lime or Cajun. Decisions. So I'm gonna fill up my bag and weigh this up. You gotta weigh it on the scale, so we'll get some pistachios while we're out here. Stopped in a little store down the way, and they had these vases, these sculptures. And what they did is they actually, when the glass was hot, they rested it on these logs, and so it melted perfectly to the shape of the driftwood. Kind of a neat idea. And kind of cool, you can see it kind of burnt the wood a tiny bit when they put it on top, but it's something I have not seen before, and kind of neat that they thought to do that. Stopped in a vintage toy shop, and yeah, they've got vintage toys. Star Wars figures in the packaging, and look, $1,200, $1,000, $1,400. I know the droids ones are a little bit trickier to come across. But even loose, they've got pretty much every character you can think of in here. So, loved Star Wars as a kid. In the recent episode, I found a whole bunch of Star Wars figures in a suitcase. I went through the effort of matching up all their little guns with the character. And then you got your G.I. Joe. But even look, if you've got these things at home, look, $40, $30. It's important to try and match up all their little accessories and weapons and such, but superpowers, remember these, you squeeze their legs and arms with punch, or you squeeze the arms and legs with kick. Always hard to find this stuff in the packaging. They've got a ton of them in the packages here. Well, in this store, they are definitely serious about all their old action figures. They've got a He-Man case, some on the card, some loose. On this side, you've got Mork and Mindy and Jane West. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Oh no, that's not Rocky and Bullwinkle. The Get Along Gang. The shop here is called T-Rex. Extinct toys and collectibles, and they got all kinds of little things. Look, even a Dundee Award candy container from The Office. Muppet Show. I feel like this might be the type of shop to also have maybe some old toy cars and stuff, so we'll have a little look about, see what else they have. All kinds of stuff. Well, there are some Redline Hot Wheels, which I collect, but that little Volkswagen bus, $275 with the surfboards. And I have and have had lots of these. They're asking $155 for that car. I think my last auction I got maybe 15-20 bucks for it. So clearly they get a better dollar for those sort of toys in this market than I do in mine. And good for them. I'm glad they're able to. I don't even remember seeing those when I was a kid. Karate Kid toys from the 80s. Johnny Cobra Leader. Would have been pretty cool to be that actor and have a little action figure based on you.
So it's a mind reading trick. I'll try to tell you what you're thinking.
Okay.
Are you thinking that I can't know what you're thinking?
I don't know.
Pretty good, huh? There's 6 colors on here. I'm going to turn around so I can't see.
Okay.
Well, I'm not looking. Someone put the block into the box. Remember the color of the circle that you put on top. That's your chosen color. And then put the lid on. So it's sealed up in there. And I'll try to read your mind and tell you which color you put on top.
Okay, you do it. Right?
All right, let's see.
I'm not looking.
Not looking, what color?
She's not helping because she doesn't go home with you if you buy the trick.
Aw, darn.
Well, there's an extra charge for that. Remember the
All right.
color on top, lid on. Tell me
We're
what
ready.
you got. You got it?
Yes.
Sit here in my hand.
Okay.
It's impossible to see my own back. It is on. Block is in there. Did you drop it in there?
I did.
Did anybody else saw the color too? You can think of it too. Don't say it, just think about it.
Okay.
Concentrate on that color.
Okay.
Try to send me like an image or a picture of that color.
All right.
And you don't have to think of just that color.
Oh, so we can mess with you.
Well,
Think of a different color.
no, I mean you can think of something that is purple, like this is purple. You can think of that. This book has purple on it. You can think of that. You can think of a grape that's purple. Oh, is it purple? Yeah.
Huh. That's pretty good.
That's easy. These sell for $9.99 with instructions.
I'll say,
Well, we
what's
don't-
the trick? How do you do it?
With instructions.
Oh, you got to pay the 10 bucks.
There's a sign right there.
Right?
The secret is told when the trick is sold. That's smart. That was really good. Thank you.
Oh,
Final stop on the tour is the Crescent Hotel. Apparently it's one of the most haunted hotels in the area. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll find out. The nice thing about the interior of the Crescent Hotel is it's very original, right down to that Victorian era fireplace. You got the antique style furniture. Big old organ over there. It's like stepping back in time. And check out the front desk area. Look at this. It's still original 1886 with the little key slots back there, the cashier counter, the frosted glass, the old style safe down there. Really, really neat. So the reason why they think this hotel is so haunted is that it was once owned by Dr. Baker, who claimed that he had a magic cure basically for cancer or anything, and it's kind of a snake oil salesman. And I guess what ended up happening is people would check in here, they'd sign over their valuables to him, he'd give them turpentine, and that was his cure. They'd die off and he'd get all their stuff. So apparently a lot of people might have passed away here in this hotel as a result of some greed, snake oil sales, and, well, marketing. But so far, we haven't had any creepy ghosts or anything come up to us. I think we're doing okay. At the very top of the stairs, you go all the way up this staircase. Look at that. All the way up to the tippy top. There's all kinds of neat stuff up here, so we're gonna go explore the hotel a little bit. Feels like an action movie waiting to happen. Better not drop my camera. And once you get to the very top, they have a little restaurant or cafe on the left over here. And you've got this beautiful view of the valley here. Down below, you can see where the town kind of is. It goes down from the church all the way down. And they're nice gardens below. They've got a swimming pool over there. Probably a really nice spot to come and stay and have a bit of a vacation. As for me, I'm gonna go inside and have something to eat. So that concludes our visit here to Eureka Springs. A lot of fun, a lot of things to do. We saw some magic, saw some antiques. But guys, as for me, I'm gonna sign off. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. We'll see y'all soon, and bye for now.